there's more cameras, more people watching. It does become a deterrent, right, for just anybody who wants to cause any trouble.
The upgrades are expected to take 3 years at a cost of about $76 million.
The man is accused of shooting and killing his childhood friend over what's described as an old neighborhood dispute. Prosecutors today say Derek Skipper killed 29-year-old Chris Head as the two argued in a home on the city's southwest side. This happened in November. Prosecutors say Skipper, who's 40, was on parole for a drug conviction at the time of the shooting and has 9 other felony convictions, including for gun offenses.
The McHenry County Board has passed a resolution opposing the Illinois assault weapons ban.
We are attempting to pass judgment on the lawful as a result of the despicable acts of the lawless, who have no regard for life, born or unborn.
Supporters of McHenry County's resolution say the state gun ban goes too far, and some say there were already plenty of gun laws on the books before last month's passage of the state law, which, among other things, bans more than 100 different guns from being purchased.
There is a big problem with morality in this country, and that leads to the violence that we're seeing, in my belief.
Many others at the public meeting say the state's assault weapons ban is a good move, and some believe the debate is actually out of their hands.
There is no reason for this resolution. Let the courts do their job, and if it is declared unconstitutional, then we will all abide by that.
Terry Keschner, 105.9 WBBM.
Culinary students at the City Colleges of Chicago will now be able to sample recipes from America's past through a trove of cookbooks donated by descendants of a freed slave.
Free Frank McWhorter had planned his freedom from slavery for many years. After saving up while enslaved, McWhorter purchased his wife's freedom in 1817.
He purchased his own freedom the next year, and as a result of later years, purchased 16 family members out of slavery.
That's McWhorter's great-great-grandson, Abdul McWhorter Al-Kalimat. He and his sister, Sandra Rosalie McWhorter Marsh, are honoring Black history by donating 1,700 historic cookbooks to the Washburn Culinary and Hospitality Institute. Sandra says she's been collecting the cookbooks since the late 1940s.
I actually learned to cook. The way in which I found to be a very useful way was through cookbooks.
The McWhorters say the donation is an ode to Chicago.
Chicago has given a lot to us. This was an opportunity to give back to Chicago.
To continue the tradition of McWhorters given to Chicago.
Carolina Garibay, 105.9 WBBM.
It's 408 now. Time for traffic and weather. It's sponsored by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Isn't it?
No big delays on the expressways, and now we're seeing really big delays in Buena Park. This is police and SWAT activity in the area of Sheridan and Irving Park. Some really big delays in that area. Stay far away from it. Use Montrose or Clark if you can. Along the expressways at Eden's outbound, just 18. Coming inbound, your slowing spots from Tower all the way to the junction, 33 minutes inbound. Heading 37 to Montrose, you save 2 in the express. 57 out to the airport. It's an hour coming in. 38 off the Edens. Eisenhower up to 50 now to get to Manheim. An hour 12 to the Jane Addams. Also an hour 12 inbound. It's 45 between Manheim and the Burn. On the Stevenson out to the Tri-State, 55 minutes, an hour 10 to get to 355. 53 inbound and 35 coming in from the Tri-State. Dan Ryan 50 minutes out, inbound about 23. I-57 still looks pretty good on both sides. On the Bishop Ford, slowdowns either way about 18 minutes to and from 80-94. To South Lakeshore Drive, backed up southbound Michigan down to Chicago and to the work zone, 53rd to Hayes. Northbound heavy from Navy Pier to Chicago Avenue. Tollways to Tri-State southbound, heavy traffic, Balmoral to 290. Cermak toll to the Mile-Long Bridge, then from I-80 to the Lincoln Oasis. Northbound pretty heavy from the Hinsdale Oasis to Cermak. On the Reagan eastbound, brake lights at the northbound Tri-State. That's a lane shift that will be in place through next year. The other tollways are moving well. I-80 eastbound slow from Center to Richards, and 80-94 delay eastbound.
Weather advisory for northern Cook, Lake Ogle, Kane, and DeKalb until tomorrow morning. For the rest of today, windy, raw, rain much of the time, but could be mixed with sleet and snow, mainly north of the city, with a high around 33 today. Tonight, windy, occasional rain and drizzle. Temperatures steady or slowly rising. Spotty drizzle early tomorrow. Otherwise, maybe the sun will return, but windy. Temperatures will slowly fall back down. Heavy rain now reported in Aurora. Light rain in Joliet. Freezing rain in Wheeling, where it's 34. On the WBBM Market Watch, stocks and mostly lower today. The Dow down 85, S&P off 6, and the Nasdaq up 15. It's 410.
The auto show is here, and we're celebrating at Joe Rissa Acura in Orland Park. Get special auto show savings
savings all month long, including no payments for 90 days. Lease the 2023 Integra or the 2023 MDX and get $1,000 in owner loyalty. With over 500 vehicles to choose from, Joe Rizza Acura.
Let's do psychic robots. But to streamline your organization's data management, you need more than technology. You need CDW experts who can consolidate and manage all of your data in one unified experience with the flexible HPE GreenLake platform, so you can innovate and make decisions faster.
Let's just watch this.
HPE makes data transformation possible. CDW makes it powerful. Learn more at cdw.com/HPE.
It's 411. The news is sponsored by First Eagle Mortgage. A wrongful death lawsuit's been filed against a Will County Sheriff's Lieutenant. WBBM's Rachel Pearson explains.
Brenda Nash Milton filed a federal civil rights lawsuit on behalf of her late brother, Gregory Walker. The 65-year-old Crestville man was shot and killed by a Will County Sheriff's sniper last May. The lawsuit claims Walker raised his hands high into the air during a peaceful surrender following an incident at Romeoville's Fifth Third Bank. Aspirin Deputy John Allen shot Walker despite him being unarmed. The wrongful death lawsuit alleges excessive force and willful wanton conduct, among other charges. That's the latest from Romeoville.
Chicago police issuing alert about 4 recent thefts at ATMs on the northwest side. Police say the method being used by the bad guys is known as transaction reversal fraud. They make a withdrawal from the ATM, and while the money is being prepared, they forcibly remove cash from the dispenser prior to the transaction being fully completed. They then manipulate the card, which causes the machine to reverse the transaction.
New numbers suggest a growing number of retirees have decided to re-enter the workforce.
A recent study found 1 in 6 workers are unretiring, but that doesn't mean they're going back to their old job. Career consultant Tessa White tells the WBBM Noon Business Hour that a number of retirees find themselves going back to work, either as a way to pass the time or to bring in extra income.
You know, they need more money to pay the bills or to help with health care, but they want to do it on their terms.
She says the important thing to remember is to unretire on your own schedule and on your own terms.
A teacher who might return to not to this classroom but says, I'm going to do tutoring or Zootering, which is tutoring via Zoom.
Rob Hart, 105.9 WBBM.
Stay on top of the news. Sign up for WBBM's daily newsletter. Up-to-date information delivered right to your inbox. Click on the Connect tab on WBBMNewsRadio.com and sign up today.
Hey, it's Chris Tannehill. Enjoy your favorite sports like never before at BetMGM. Sign up using my bonus code Chicago. That's bonus code Chicago and receive up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. When you register with BetMGM, you'll get instant access to a variety of parlay selection features, live betting options, player props, and daily boosted odds specials. And with BetMGM at your fingertips, every play and every game matter more than ever. Find out why BetMGM is the king of sportsbooks. Sign up today with my bonus code Chicago. That's bonus code Chicago and get up to $1,000 back in bonus bets if you don't win your first bet. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older to wager. Illinois only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. First online real money wager only. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets. Bonus bets expire 7 days from issuance. Please gamble responsibly. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or text ILGAMB to 53342 in partnership with Paradise Hotel Casino.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you could pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-915-0908 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-915-0908. That's 800-915-0908. What do you have to lose? Call 800-915-0908. Again, 800-915-0908.
4:15, time now for the WBBM AccuWeather 5-day forecast. Lots going on today. AccuWeather sponsored by Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Here's Brian Thompson.
Lisa, we have a lot of rain still across the area and still some mixed precipitation in parts of the area too. It is mostly a very cold driving rain around much of the Chicago area right now. and that's going to continue here for the next several hours. So through the commute, certainly around the immediate Chicago area, points south and into northwest Indiana, that's where we're going to see mainly plain rain. But we'll have to watch for some ponding on roadways because of how heavy some of the rain is. But off to the north and west, temperatures are still hovering near the freezing mark in many areas of the northwest. So especially on some of the side roads, sidewalks, sun-treated surfaces, could be very slippery into the evening hours. Temperatures will be steady or slowly rising into the upper 30s tonight. Just a little drizzle tomorrow morning, and clouds perhaps breaking for a little sun, becoming very windy by the afternoon. Gusts to 45 miles per hour. High of 41 early, then temperatures fall. We're in the teens tomorrow night. A high of just 26 Friday with some sunshine. But a lot of sunshine for the weekend and milder. Highs back to the low 40s. Right now it's 33 at O'Hare, 34 at Midway. It is 34 in Elmwood Park, 33 at the lakefront. We're going down to the, we'll see temperatures actually rise into the upper 30s later tonight. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Brian Thompson.
Thank you, Brian. 4:16, time for sports. Here's Rick Gray. Bulls get back to practice post All-Star break next hour. First practice for new Bull Patrick Beverly, who averaged 37 a game back in the day at Marshall High, and who more recently averaged 6 points a game for the Lakers before a trade and a wave, and now a sign. He's got a well-earned rep around the league as a pest or worse, but on his Barstool Sports podcast, he insists that he'll help the Bulls' locker room chemistry not hurt it.
When I'm on the team and I'm your teammate, I'm the player, you're my coach, like, you get a different vibe, you know what I'm saying? So, you know me, I'm going to be on track with things. I'm going to give them all the energy in me, destroy people. Me and DeMar DeRozan, we good. I got Pop and Five. Vucevic, I'm excited. I'm really excited.
He's also excited about having 2 games against his old Lakers foes. Says he'd like to use those to knock him out of the playoffs as revenge for trading him away. College ball tonight, Loyola hosting Fordham, UIC visiting Evansville, and DePaul welcomes Butler at 7:30 on 670 The Score. Blackhawks tonight in Dallas, still happy about last night's shootout win over Vegas, but really wishing Patrick Kane's rocket shot had beaten the buzzer at the end of overtime.
I think it would have been cooler if Kane would have scored that goal. I think that would have made it a lot more fun.
On TV, Tyler Johnson, it looked like the puck went in with 0.1 seconds left, but of course that clock is not official. White Sox lost reliever Bennett Sousa on waiver to the Reds. They did, however, bring veteran Brian Shaw in to give him a tryout. With sports at 16 and 46 past each hour. Rick Gray, News Radio 105.9 WDVD.
It's 4:18 now. Traffic and weather together on the 8, sponsored by AreYouReallyWinning.com. Here's Neil Fiorito.
A very busy day on the expressways, Lisa. We'll head to the WBBM traffic tip line at 855-780 Road, 855-780-7623. See what's happening along the Kennedy.
Hi, my name is Rob. I'm on the Kennedy in the express lane headed northwest towards O'Hare. There is a car broken down in the right-hand lane.
Yeah,
Diversey.
you definitely want to stay away from that. The Kennedy Express lane's outbound Diversey, stall in the right lane, and a lot heavier in the express on the way out. Stick with the local lane, still heavy. 37 to get out to Montrose, 57 to the airport. It's an hour 3 inbound. On the Edens out 18, 35 in. Eisenhower up to 52 now, just to Mannheim, an hour 14 to get to the Jane Addams, hour 12 inbound, 45 between Mannheim and the Burn. On the Stevenson getting out to Cicero 36, 55 minutes at the Tri-State. It's an hour 10 to 3:55. Coming inbound 55 minutes from 3:55 to DeSable Lakeshore Drive, a 36-minute ride coming in from 294. Dan Ryan 50 minutes out, your inbound ride at 23. Bishop Ford is really heavy on both sides, about 18 minutes to and from 8094. On DeSable Lakeshore Drive, pretty typical backups on both sides. No lane blockage at all. Same could be said on the Tri-State Tollway. Traffic sponsored by AreYouReallyWinning.com. When you find yourself betting on sports constantly, spending too much time at the slots, losing money you can't afford to lose, are you really winning? Professionals are ready to help you because you are not alone. Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit AreYouReallyWinning.com. Next traffic report, 428 News Radio 105.9 WBBM.
Back with the forecast, heavy rain and fog, 33 at O'Hare, Midway 34, and the Lakefront 33. Again, mixed precipitation at Aurora, where it's 32 with a wind chill of 20. And tonight, windy and rainy, temperature steady, slowly rising. Down today, dropping 84. It's 420.
Our top story this hour deals with today's storm and how it's affecting people around the Chicago area. Now, since our last update, ComEd reports the number of homes and businesses affected by outages across the north and northwest suburbs have now more than doubled and now sit at just over 10,000. Airlines, meantime, serving Chicago's 2 airports have now canceled more than 188 flights, which More on the weather and how it's affecting things coming up at 4:31.
Members of the Chicago Teachers Union are demanding more from the district to help migrant students who were bussed here from Texas in recent weeks. WBBM's Mike Krauser with the story.
The teachers stood in miserable weather outside Board of Ed headquarters in the Loop, led by Union Vice President Jackson Potter. They're demanding more support for migrant students and that all charter schools adopt the same sanctuary language that's been adopted in other schools.
It's not sanctuary when educators say protect immigrant families and students from rape, protect immigrant families from homelessness, protect those students to ensure they have the bilingual services and supports and staffing they need, and then they're denied by the charter bosses.
The teachers are very critical of the mayor less than a week before Election Day. Of course, the union is supporting opponent Brandon Johnson, and they're also in contract talks with the charter schools. That's the story at Board of Ed headquarters.
A world-class lab and office space complex is being built on Chicago's south side.
When the Hyde Park Labs project is completed in late 2024, it will boast more than 350,000 square feet of lab and office space near the University of Chicago campus. According to the developer, the university will lease 1.5 floors of the 14-story facility, and a portion of that will be used to house researchers. Additional space will be used to develop an incubator program to support startup companies that focus on life sciences. The facility will also feature retail and community spaces. I'm Martinez, 105.9 WBBM.
22 Bloomberg Business is coming.
Dr. Trudy Flair here with the 5G Home Recovery Podcast. Let's talk about mobile users getting priority over T-Mobile home internet users, shall we? You don't know them. Why should they take your internet? I get it. Your race to share will always coming in second and to be taken advantage of. No thank you. With Xfinity, there's only one priority, and that is wide open. So come on, people, say yes to Xfinity. Learn more at xfinity.com/TMOFax.
Now through March 21st, new customers can get started with 200 megabit per second Xfinity internet with Wi-Fi equipment included. It's all just $25 a month for 2 years with no annual contract. Go to xfinity.com/TMOFax, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store today. Requires paperless billing and autopay with stored bank account. Restrictions apply. Taxes and fees extra. After promo, regular internet rates apply. Actual speeds vary.
Guys, did you know your testosterone levels start to decline in your 30s? If you're feeling a lack of energy and drive, it could be caused by low T levels. Get your levels tested at Synergetics. They make it quick and easy, and with the convenience of their on-site lab, you'll get your results back at your first visit. At Synergetics, you will get customized care from testosterone specialists. To schedule your appointment, go to fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com.
Federal Reserve officials at their last meeting anticipated that more interest rate hikes would be needed.